Hello, this is Brett from Survival Comms, and we're going to do 5-pound survival kit challenge today. This is a challenge. I think the first person to put it out was Prepared Mind 101, and I've seen several other people have done it, so I decided I would go ahead and put one together myself. When I assembled this kit, I did it with the presumption that all I would have would be my clothing on my back, and I don't have, so I didn't consider to have a cutting tools and EDC or any EDC items on my person, just my clothing. The weight is right at 5 pounds. You can zoom in on that. Okay. We'll discuss the contents. The pack itself is an REI, and it's a 2200. It's called the Flash 22. It's a lightweight day pack of nylon construction. It has 2 elastic pockets of mesh on the outside. It has a very lightweight suspension without any padding. The pack itself weighs 16 ounces. Contents wise, we'll start with the fly. There's a zipper pocket on the fly. We have one poncho. This is an Equinox poncho. It's constructed of sil nylon. It has tie-outs on the end. It weighs 9 ounces. It is 58 inches wide by 96 inches long. This is used as rain gear and also used as a poncho, or not poncho, but a tarp rather, for shelter purposes. One bug net. There's lots of insects out there. In the main pack compartment, we have a first aid kit. First aid kit has 2x2s, 4x4s, band-aids, ibuprofen, Benadryl, toilet paper, and a roll of tape. We have a container. We have one stainless steel water bottle, one cravat, use it for water filter, cotton material, headdress, whatever else, and one 450 milliliter titanium cup. We have a water filter. I know this looks a little complicated here, but this is a Sawyer water filter system. I have a 64-ounce bag, and I have a setup in it to gravity feed. You can also use a Sawyer filter as a straw. You can just put it on the bag and squeeze the bag. I've used it quite extensively, and it's a pretty good system. But one thing you do not want to forget is you do not want to leave out the syringe. After 2 days of using this filter, it's going to require back flushing, otherwise it's not going to work at all. So always consider bringing that. If anyone's interested in the way I set this thing up for gravity feeding, I'd be happy to make another video. Just put it in the comments. I have a Soul Escape bivy, small, waterproof, supposed to be breathable bivy sack to use as another cover element for my body while I'm sleeping. I do have a regular knife in there. I have a deck sheath on a BK11. I have one Baco Laplander saw, a little small cutting saw to use for constructing shelters or cutting firewood or whatever have you. These are pretty nice, and I believe it weighs 7 or 8 ounces. Don't exactly remember, but very useful little saw. One 55-gallon drum liner. These are basically a heavy-duty bag. These are great to use as you could use it as a poncho if you had to. You could use it as a ground cloth. You can use it to gather smalls for fire building. You can use it for a browse bag. You can fill it with thin material and use it to sleep on the ground, make yourself more comfortable. This pack features a ladder compartment inside of there. And then also there's a small admin pocket where I have the other items closed in the Ziploc bag. We have a small fishing and repair kit. I have some fish hooks, needles, thread, one rubber band, and 4 wire ties around the outside of that. I have a compass for navigation. It's a Suntoe compass, and it has a sighting mirror on it. So it not only can be used as a compass, but it can also be used as your for signaling with the mirror on it. 40 foot of bank line. Thrunite Ti3. These are a fantastic little hand light. I'm not sure the lumens on it, but it's got a very low, and it's got a medium setting and a high setting, and it also has a strobe setting on it. Uses 1 AAA battery, very light in weight, and it has a lot of output for the form factor and the weight. $12 feet of Gorilla Tape wrapped around an old hotel room card. One small Gerber Multi-Tool tethered to a whistle. I've always found to have a multi-tool to be invaluable. It's so much easier to use a pair of pliers rather than your fingers when you're trying to manipulate different items. And we have a small fire kit, nothing extensive, just your standard tin. I have a old school military mag bar with a ferro rod on it, a lighter, 3 OB tampons soaked in Vaseline, 1 wet fire, and a Fresnel lens, 4-power Fresnel lens underneath it in the base of it. And that pretty much covers it. If anybody has any questions, they can go ahead and put it in the comment section. And one thing I did want to add is I didn't put any food in this because in order to make the weight, I would end up having to delete some items. So, you know, I could have thrown a couple granola bars or something in there, but it would have brought the weight over 5 pounds if I had done so. All right, thank you.